For Huawei Core Net domain, actually we changed the name of our product line from Core Network to Cloud Core Network, which means that we are all in cloud. So all the core network functions nowadays from Huawei can be running on Telco Cloud. For the value proposition, actually we have 3 design principles for our product. So the first design principle is we are fully support this CNCF concept with cloud native, which means that our product have the capabilities to run in multiple clouds, different type of clouds. Second is we fully understand that the open source have the benefit. They are the best practice from industry. So we are integrating these open source components into our product to make sure that we could provide the best practice for our customer. The third design principle for the cloud native is we think that for the cloud native itself, it's not sufficient for telecom world. For telecom, we have our own requirements like performance, like automation, like troubleshooting. This concept are quite different with IT domain. So we need to enhance on the cloud native to make sure that VNF and the Cloud OS could meet the requirement for our customer. So our design principle, in short, is we are providing solutions based on cloud native and with the cloud native telecom enhancement to make sure that our customer have the best practice, both supporting this IT cloud native, but simultaneously they could meet the requirement from the telecom world. MEC is an exciting topic. We see in the global market, there are clear trends for Asia Pacific operators and also for European operators. They are doing a lot of trial and innovation, doing massive deployment, not only for innovation, but also for this commercial deployment. So only in China this year, where we see that they will deploy thousands of MEC this year. So it's coming from innovation-driven to market-driven. We see a clear trend that there are new requirements coming from this market, like mobile VPN, like edge computing. So this requirement stands for that the marketing is changing, and there are a lot of new requirements. It's booming. So MEC definitely is a very promising area for the operators. Also, we see that in the operator revenue last year, so there are coming a lot of new revenue coming from this deployment. So this is a promising future, have the promising future. And for MEC, they also have some technical gap. We see that for current architecture for Telco Cloud. For Telco Cloud is they are mainly from this central data center. It's too heavy. For MEC, we need a more light solution, more distributed architecture. So for this area, we think that for the industry, from the end vendor operators, we need to work together on standards, on open source community to define the next generation for the MEC architecture, not only for the architecture, but also for the value system. So this area, we need more work to do from industry. As a vendor, as Huawei, we fully understand that different operators have a different choice on their strategy. And based on strategy, they may choose different platform, Cloud OS or CaaS. So we fully understand that. But for the whole industry, we think that this is a problem because there's too many choices. So for example, different operators have different choice on Cloud OS, on CaaS. So only in Europe, I have to list the 3 operators which have different choice for their Cloud OS. And the second thing is even the operators, they are choosing the same Cloud OS, but behind that, they choose different software version. So they also need the vendors to do the integration, verification. And third thing is some operators, they are going to open source, trying to use open source to solve this integration issue. But even for open source, the different choice for API, the different version of API also is not fully standardized. They also need to integration and verification. So in short, there are too many choices in the industry. So for the vendors, they list the cost for the whole industry. Every vendor has to do a lot of integration verification based on different operators' choice. And also for the operators, they can't share the experience with each other because they are using the different version, different Cloud OS. And also the API may be different. So what we suggest for the industry is we need to go back to standardized. So especially for ETSI. So for ETSI, for example, they defined manual. So 10 years ago, it's a good architecture, and it has been used for all the operators today. So for the next generation, we're proposing to using the define the next architecture for manual to standardize everything, to make sure that all the operators are based on the same architecture, same interface, to make sure that for the industry, we could reduce the cost for everybody. And all the operators, they could sharing, they could utilizing their experience into the standardization. So this is our proposal for the whole industry. We go to standard to emphasize, to enhance on this telecom cloud evolution.